By the early 90s, the Indian Air Force has faced a looming crisis. The MiG 21, which had been the backbone of India's air defense since the 60s, was reaching the end of its service life. Engineers projected that by 1995, the IAF would be 40% short of the aircraft needed to maintain its force structure. The response was the Light Combat Aircraft or LCA program, a mandate not just to buy a replacement but to engineer one from the ground up. This required the creation of the Aeronautical Development Agency in 1984 to manage the design with Hall acting as the principal contractor. A quadruplex digital fly-by-wire system, a pulse Doppler radar, and an advanced afterburning turbofan engine. It wasn't just a replacement project, it was a blueprint for Indian aerospace self-reliance. To achieve extreme maneuverability and agility. To make this flyable, they utilized a tailless compound delta wing. This specific wing shape, combined with shoulder-mounted positioning, was optimized through wind tunnel testing to minimize wave drag during supersonic flight. By removing the traditional horizontal tail, the aircraft reduced weight and drag. The Tejas is aerodynamically unstable, slightly. It cannot be flown by a human alone. It requires a digital intermediary. This is where the National Aerospace Laboratory CLAW team comes in. They engineered a quadruplex digital fly-by-wire system, meaning there are four independent digital channels constantly calculating the necessary control surface movements to keep the aircraft stable. If one channel fails, three others are there to ensure safety. This full authority system includes advanced system features like auto low speed recovery, which protects the envelope at high angles of attack. To achieve its status as the smallest and highest supersonic fighter in its class, Tejas engineers turned to advanced materials. The airframe is a pioneer in the use of carbon fiber composite, which make up a staggering 45% of its weight and 90% of its surface area. This isn't just about weight reduction. Composite structure allow for cokered parts, drastically reducing the number of rivets and joints. Powering this light fighter is the General Electric F404IN20 afterburning turbofan. While the indigenous Kaveri engine was the original goal, the F404 provides a reliable high thrust solution integrated with FADAC or digital engine control for optimal performance across the flight envelope. This engine pushes the Tejas to a top speed of Mach 1.8 and a service ceiling of 52,500 feet in some particular conditions for a particular interval of time. From an engineering standpoint, the thrust to weight ratio of 1.07 allows for impressive climb rates and sustained turn performance. Recent upgrades have also introduced hot refueling, where the aircraft is refueled with the engine running, reducing turnaround time by 30% and doubling the shorty rate during high tempo operation. The road to the Tejas was not easy. The project faced significant engineering hurdles, most notably the setbacks with the indigenous Kaveri engine, which ultimately became a separate technology demonstrator. Geopolitically, challenges also played a role. A 1998 US embargo following nuclear tests delayed the program by 18 months, forcing Indian engineers to accelerate the indigenous development of flight control laws and the new Mark 1A. Today, the Tejas is evolving into the Mark II, which will feature a large frame, canards, or even better lift, and the more powerful GE F414 engine. Each delay was a lesson learned, turning a replacement project into a mature aerospace ecosystem.